Winner, the Panthers take game one, 3-2, the final. Matthew Tkachuk ends the marathon, and the Panthers go home happy tonight here in Raleigh. Matthew Tkachuk, the overtime winner. 3-2 the final. The longest game in the history of both franchises. Into the top 10 longest games in National Hockey League history. And Matthew Tkachuk gets it done. The overtime winner. 3-2 the final, and the Panthers take game one of the Eastern Conference Final.
Greatest moment in my Panthers fandom history right there. Thursday night at Duffy's Implantation till 2 o'clock in the morning. My dude, Clive and Mike watching the game. The place was closed down. I was so happy. A, because the Panthers won. B, because I could finally go home, Vlad. Finally. And I went home happy because the Panthers won. I felt so good, even though I was so tired. And I came in the next day tired as you know what, because the Guinness kept flowing. You walked out of the studio and you go, "How you feeling?" I said, "Man, I'm not going to lie. Pretty rough." You go, "How you think the Carolina Hurricanes fans that were at the game last night are feeling?" And I just went to a whole new level. Like, whoa.
Bro, it's a playoff game, right? So you already know the nerves already there, right? The nerves are right. The nerves, the butterflies in your stomach. It's a nerve-wracking experience, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you go to one overtime. Now, to me, postseason hockey, overtime hockey, is the most intense overtime in any sport, even more so than soccer and everything like that, because it just at the pace, the action, the back and forth, the line changes and everything. But you go to one overtime, you go to a second overtime, you go to a third overtime, you go to a fourth overtime, and it's only game one. Like this, whoever wins this game is ecstatic, happy. Whoever loses this game, and you got to come back in what 38 hours, 36 hours later, and then now you're a Carolina Hurricanes fan. I would have hoped you took Friday off. You had requested Friday off prior to the game, knowing that you were going to the game, because fans, text, YouTube, Twitch. How would you feel seen in a great game like that, but your team loses? Now you got to take that ride back home. And that ride back home could be, you don't know how that ride could be. You're hoping that it's not long, that people might have left, but you could be stuck in a traffic jam. Oh my God, that is the worst feeling in the world.
Let's break down the day for a Carolina Hurricanes fan. You're excited. You probably spent a good amount of money on some tickets. You're going at least 2, maybe your family of 4. So you spent a pretty good hunk of change. But you know what? Game one of the Eastern Conference playoffs. We've been waiting for this forever. Playing up against an 8 seed. This is going to be a great night. It's going to be fun. Maybe you take a whole day. Maybe you take a half day. Whatever. You pile up the car. You get out there a little bit early. Maybe you have the tailgate going. You spend a little more money, a little more time.
This is hockey, Dan. Hockey, usually if the game ends in regulation, it's 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Even if there's an overtime, 3 hours, whatever, you're good.
So now you've taken off half a day or so, or maybe you got off kind of early. You're out there, you're getting ready for the game, you're tailgating, you spent a lot of money already. But you know what? Like I said, it's the Eastern Conference Finals. The Hurricanes,
game one,
never go there. They never make it this far. We're supposed to win this game. It's going to be awesome. It's game one. Come on, we're at home. Let's help our team out. You get out there, you get up early. Okay. You get down 2-1. We're still in it. You get that second goal. All right, we're good. This is going to be an epic game that, I might have spent a lot of time and a lot of money, but it's going to be great. Overtime. That's all we could ask for. Let's get a goal and let's get out of here. Someone get a goal. Let's get out of here. You can't leave now. You're way too invested. All of a sudden, 2 o'clock in the morning rolls around. Now you're starting to think, I want to get out of here. Would it be so bad to go down 1-0? But nah, I'm here. We need to win. Oh, Matthew Tkachuk. You got to feel like I've just spent all this time, all this money. Tomorrow I'm going to feel like death. And I didn't get a happy ending. You got to be just so dejected. I'm serious. There's many people that left that arena the other night saying, I wasted my time and money tonight. I wasted my time and money. I'd be disgusted. Even though it's nobody's fault and you should actually kind of be proud of your team, I'd be disgusted, Vlad.
And then how about this?
You know how many they put in at least 12, 14 hours for that game.
You did. And then here's what happens.
And thousands of dollars probably.
After the second intermission, concessions stands are closed.
That's true.
What do you do?
So you're sober, half drunk, like,
oh my God. Well, I mean, it's a good thing you're sober, because you're driving back.
Well,
home.
maybe you have a DD. So you're like not even half drunk. You're not like I was drunk a couple hours ago.
You're not even fed anymore. Do you
You're
open
hungry?
the stands? Are the people or the workers there?
No.
Are the staff there? Because once they start closing, you gotta feed the fans. You gotta feed them. You gotta open it back up. And then the hockey players. Let me tell you this. This is one of the nastiest diets I've ever heard in my life. They were eating pizza and Red Bull
during the game.
The players during the intermission. That's how they kept the energy up.
Goodness,
That's
I'd be having to go to the bathroom and vomit all the time.
Dude, have you seen hockey? I looked at Sergey yesterday, and I'm like, Jesus, Bob looks like he's lost like 15 pounds just playing. Like, utmost respect to these hockey players, man, and to this team right now.
Like, really, they were eating pizza and drinking Red Bull at
yes, that's how, yes. In game one,
like I think you would have. Oh, they run out like protein bars and just like
bro, it's 6
pasta?
overtime. I mean, it was 4 overtimes. They played 7 periods.
So what? They called the local Pizza Hut and Papa John's and said, "Yo, deliver us like 15 pizzas."
Papa John's, whatever they had in storage that they were going to use for game
wow.
2. They had to do something, but a lot of Red Bulls.
Wow. But as a fan,
and when they get home, when they get back to the hotel room, there's nothing open. What's open at that time?
No,
Cracker Barrel?
I mean, maybe you might have a little Waffle House, Denny's something.
Maybe?
They got Waffle House there. They got Waffle House in Carolina. So yeah, go to Waffle House. But you can't truck a whole team and all the staff into a Waffle House at 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. Too many drunk people already there. But got to think about it. As a fan, Vlad, as you're leaving, after the hard money you spent, the time, and deep down inside, it's nobody's fault. The Hurricanes gave a valiant effort and did everything they could to win that game. Do you still leave the game angry and disgusted? Maybe more at yourself, maybe a little bit at the team. Like, what is your feeling leaving that game? Do you leave being like, I'm proud of my team, or wow, I watched a legendary game? Are you like, that was a waste of time? I can't believe
you're
this.
an emotional wreck. You don't know what to say because
I'm
you
mad.
Can't be upset. You can't be upset at your team. Your team played well. You probably might be upset at opportunities, the many opportunities that you may have had to score, to win, and you didn't execute. So you might be upset with that. But no, if you're a Hurricane fan, to be honest, you can't be upset with the way they've played. They've played 2 good games. They just playing against a team that seems destined right now.
Yeah, destiny's tough. Now, let's say you're a hardcore Hurricanes fan. You sat through all of game 1, you toughed it out. You're a little angry that you spent all that time and money, but you're going to game 2, and you make the joke offhand. Hope we don't go to 4 overtimes tonight. Last night you go into overtime. I'm out.
I'm not out of you. All right, Panther
fans.
Finishes.
No.
I won't lie to you, D. Cousin. I said when it was 1-1 and it was like 10 minutes left in the third period, I'm like, this is gonna go to another damn overtime.
Yes, indeed.
I'm like, and then the guys I was watching the game with, my crew, we were like, oh. Like, no, I didn't know if Panthers fans felt the same way, but a lot of us were just like,
I'll keep it a buck.
You didn't, yeah, I kept it, yeah, let's keep it a buck. Like, I was like, I hope this doesn't go.
Oh, see, I was the opposite. I said, you know what? I mean, I hope it doesn't go to 4 overtimes, but if it does, I'm down to watch it again, man. I'm not leaving again. I'm not going to get fed up with that. It's a lot of hockey, though. Now, game 3, we'll see if I want to watch that, but I'll watch another 4 overtime game. And like I was saying to you, and I don't know if you agree with me on this, Vlad, was it a legendary game? Absolutely. Was it a good game, like as far as entertainment-wise? There were parts where, of course, in 5 hours of hockey, you're not going to get the all stellar. There were parts of that game.
No. I've seen overtime hockey where it's exciting.
Yeah, there were some unexciting parts of that game.
Before overtime, it wasn't exciting, bro. It wasn't exciting. More and more, the game went on. You were like, man, they should have let that overtime go first. That first overtime go.
Oh, that first one, I thought that was it, man. But apparently he interfered. He was out of the crease, but apparently there was an interference. But yeah, there's even people at Duffy's like, this game is just gut wrenching. Like,
if it was exciting and everything
slow,
like that, you'd be like, all right, that's great.
Yeah, 4 hours of unbelievable, exciting, all over the place hockey. You're like, Whoa, wow, you're sweating. There was parts where you were like, okay, man, I'm going to the bathroom. I'm doing this. But nonetheless, a legendary game. Matthew Tkachuk, I like how he also walked it off. He scores. Everybody wants to celebrate. Back to the locker room. Back to the locker room. We're going.
Yo,
I don't blame him.
Matthew Tkachuk and Jimmy Butler, long lost brothers.
Oh yeah.
They're Ryu and Ken.
They're the kings of South Florida right now, man. They are out there. Wait, Raul and Kim. I thought it was Eric B and Rakim.
Ryu and Ken from Street Fighter.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about Eric B and Rakim.
No.
Wouldn't that be a good also analogy?
No.
The God?
No.
The God?
They're Ryu and Ken right now.
Okay.
They're just kicking ass.
Man, I was just telling you, I've never been on the losing side of an extremely long game in my illustrious playing career, high school and junior high basketball. I've been on the winning side of some triple overtime games and stuff like that. And as a fan, I think I've been on the winning side of all these legendary long games. So you leave exhausted, but good exhausted, as opposed to anger and exhaustion.
Yo, how do you go to sleep after game one?
If I'm a Hurricanes fan and I was thinking about making the road trip down here, catch some nice weather, go catch a game. I'm out. I've seen enough.
After game one, right? When they left Friday morning at like 2:30.
I'll tell you.
How do you go to sleep?
Jack Daniels.
You got to drink, right?
Yeah, you do. Yes. And if you're a hockey fan, you're usually drinking.
By that time, you're like, all the alcohol left your system 5 hours ago. And they didn't serve you any alcohol and any type of concessions at the end.
And your adrenaline is flowing like crazy.
7-Eleven must have made a killing that day in Carolina, in Raleigh.
Man, absolute craziness.
Because what else is open? Trevor said that maybe room service. I don't think room service is open at that time for the hotel. We're
not at all. You can eat. What do you call it? What do you call the inclusive resort? All inclusive resorts here.
I've seen. I mean, I know the hotels they were at. You hopefully the Panthers staff might have had some food waiting for them and stuff like that. But
most restaurants and most hotels here in the United States don't have 24-hour room service, especially in Raleigh, North Carolina. So I don't know if room service is going to be open then. Maybe the breakfast team is putting some stuff out, getting ready by the time, let's see, Panthers and the Hurricanes, by the time you finish the game, it's 2:00. By the time, you kind of wrap things up with the coach and players and everything, you take a shower, you load up. I mean, you're not getting back to the hotel till 3:30, something like that, maybe. I guess we could ask Doug Plagans, text him what time he got back to the hotel and find out. So that's going to be an ongoing thing, but I'd say 3:30.